Today is anything to go by, then word has obviously spread to the country, which has given us Alfred Nobel, that peace has broken out here. First port of call for many of Sweden's travelling fans was the Falls Road, where lesson one was on the peculiar mix of sport and politics that is Northern Ireland.
Most of the people really want Sweden to win. I think depends on this problem with the Protestants and the Catholics, but I don't know why.
What they do know is who Northern Ireland's main man is.
You have a good striker, Healy, from Leeds.
I know about Healy. It's a Leeds player, and he's scored quite many goals for the national team.
But with or without Healy, the boys in yellow say it's Sweden who'll be staying top of the table.
Alex Svensson will score, definitely. He will. So we will win, but it's going to be tough.
It's going to be a difficult game. Northern Ireland has proven itself against Spain and Denmark, but Sweden's on a roll as well, so it's going to be a difficult game.
Mark Sidebottom, BBC Newsline, en route with the Swedish fans from the Falls Road. Welcome to the top of Group F. How does it feel?
Well, you know, it's great at the halfway stage. After 6 games to add 13 points is phenomenal. Thing is, over the next 6 games, we're going to have to probably get as many, if not more. You know, a great night tonight. We'll enjoy it, but we're only halfway there. There's a lot of football left in this group.
In your words, the top of the group is phenomenal. If that's phenomenal, so too is Mr. Phenomenal, David Healy.
I just said, you know, I'd run out of words to describe him. We give him chances to score. Had 2 tonight, scored on both. At top class, world class finishing.
And they sent a message to Dennis Nice, who was watching Dennis, and he said at half-time that he fancied us for 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, I always, you know, I thought there was goals in this tonight. I was a bit disappointed to give the early one away. But, you know, we now show we are got great resilience, and, you know, that's been the trademark of this campaign. As I say, people will get carried away tonight. I'll read the papers tomorrow saying people booking their holidays to Austria and Switzerland. I can tell you now that there's an awful lot of football left in this. Disappointed with Sweden tonight, but I fully expect them to be there. You know, it's a matter of who can go with them.
How big a call was it to opt for Warren Feeney over Kyle Lafferty?
Managers have to make decisions. Warren did enough in the half hour in Liechtenstein to deserve his chance tonight, and he showed in the time he was on the field. He was excellent tonight.
Great night again, special occasion, which they always are at Windsor Park. We let ourselves down badly at the first game, but from then, from Iceland, we've improved leaps and bounds, and we've seen the benefits tonight. We're top of the group. We knew as soon as we met up last Tuesday, Laurie gave us a table of what it would be like to be top of the group come Thursday, and you know, thank God we are.
How does that feel for you, Dennis-wise, watching all of Northern Ireland singing?
Slightly embarrassing really, because Wisey can only play me in my position, which he has done. He's been fair to me, he's given me the chance, and I haven't probably ever scored the goals which he'd wish for, but hopefully now I'm on a bit of form. I scored before I left for the club, and I think that's 5 now in 2 games, so hopefully in good form now. Go back, score a lot of goals for Leeds and keep us in the championship.
Which one was the sweeter, the first or the second?
Probably the second because it was a winner, but probably the best strike was probably the first one. But at Windsor Park, they're all sweet strikes, and I know the boys in the studio didn't get the chance to see them before the game, Jim and Michael, but they were giving me a bit of stick, as they always do, so it's nice to rub it back.
You can still run over and give Jim a little message for the first one.
I always do, I did last time, so hopefully Jim and Michael keeps doing a commentary in the box, so as long as we can, I can score goals, we can win games, who knows what can happen come next year.
Windsor Park. Victory over Sweden would put Lawrie Sanchez's side top of their Euro qualifying group. But Sweden came to Belfast with a 100% record, and with their first meaningful attack, Johan Amanda put them ahead after 26 minutes. Northern Ireland, though, weren't behind for long. David Healy continued his rich scoring form for his country with a stunning equaliser 5 minutes later. And the lead striker wasn't about to stop there. In the second half, he met Damien Johnston's cross to complete the turnaround. Astonishingly, it was his 9th goal out of 10 scored by Northern Ireland in his qualifying campaign. There was still time for some anxious moments at the other end. Stephen Craigan turned the ball onto his own post. Taylor's save kept his side in front by the slenderest of margins. There was a rousing reception for Healy as he was substituted near the end, but those cheers were matched at the final whistle. Another remarkable victory for Northern Ireland to rival those against England and Spain in the last 18 months. Chris Rayner, BBC News.